Hello world and welcome to the video. I have shot this like 5 times and I woke up today and I was like, I still don't like it. And I was wearing a shirt because I thought it was important that I like seemed professional because this is a serious matter, but then I worked out and now I'm doing laundry and I don't have a shirt to put on. So I'm sorry, but this is serious still. Last summer, you might remember that I went to a couple trainings, and some of you may remember that I actually asked you specifically for money to get me to those trainings. And I told you that it would probably change my life. And it did. And since then, in the last 4 months, I inside have been growing as a person, and I've had such amazing opportunities to grow and learn, and I'm more confident and more skilled at being a political organizer, which is what I want to do. And it's been so amazing, and I'm so grateful for all of you that have supported me, whether it be from donating money in the summer or just like throwing out your words of support. It's great. That's what I'm all about. While I've been going inside, my life hasn't really changed. The same things that I had set up for myself were happening, and I've kind of grown out of them, and so I've been trying to figure out what's next for me, and I didn't want to like act too quickly without having a plan, and so I've been working on a plan, and now I'm ready to move forward, and I'm so excited to tell you all about it. What I've been doing is going to school and working and organizing and doing all those things together, plus trying to like be a healthy, productive, happy human being has been really, really difficult for me. So looking at like the playing field of life for me, I realized that I have to stop something, and I've decided that by the end of January I will no longer be working for the university, which was like a really tough decision, and there will be more videos about everything that went into that in the future. But basically the idea is organizing is where I'm going, and it like kind of fits everything that I want to do, can fit into this organizing non-box of the future, and I'm so excited to get started. And I had to make the decision like 6 months before I was originally supposed to, because I'm graduating in 6 months, but that's life. I am a regional organizer with the Divestment Student Network, so it's a national organization focused on supporting and developing young organizers, specifically in colleges, to create climate justice, and that's a lot of things. But we could talk about it sometime, and I'm sure we will, because that's what this like future is all about. What I do is like support schools in Montana, Oregon, Washington, and Idaho, and that's what I do as a Northwest regional organizer. An organizer, it's kind of difficult. People are like, what do you even do? Like 2 ways that I like to explain this. One is like looking at history, social movements like the civil rights movement or women's suffrage. Like the people who made that stuff happen were political organizers. Like Rosa Parks, she was actually trained as an organizer, and she knew exactly what she was doing when she sat on the bus, and she knew what would happen, and it was strategic and planned out. And organizers do these things and do protests or sit on a bus or whatever we end up doing strategically to achieve a larger goal to make the world a better place. That's what I do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what an organizer does, a political organizer. And another way to think about it is like a home organizer. So you might call someone into your house if you're like a very affluent person and be like, oh, I want to like have this very lovely office. And this person is going to be like, you need to put this here and place this here and this here, and you need to put your desk by this window because natural lighting makes you more creative and productive and focused. Fun fact, you should put your desk by some natural lighting. Anyways, as an organizer, a political organizer, we do that with people instead of objects. And so we're also trying to achieve a goal, but instead of having a productive office space, our goal is like a more just, livable society where people don't suffer and people are happy and not oppressed, and there's no actual and symbolic violence. All of that. It's a lot. Anyways, we're moving people because in order to accomplish things, like literal human bodies have to be involved, whether that be us communicating with decision makers or people in power, or showing those decision makers that like people really want this, which is when we have like tons of people show up for something, because that's a really powerful thing. I mean, like you are all paying attention to a lot of things in the media lately that have a lot of people behind that. Like moving forward as an organizer, that's kind of like the big picture of what I'm doing, but actually day to day, I wanted to share what I'll be doing. The things that I've been doing that I don't really have the capacity to do as well as I need to really change the world are mentoring people, like every other week or every week, calling people because we're really spread out, and supporting them and offering advice and challenging people to look inside themselves, because like this work is really hard. You have to unlearn so much of what society is telling you, and that's really important, because the reason I'm where I am is because someone did that to me, and I had amazing people when I started 3 years ago helping me, and now those people are the same people that started this organization that I'm a part of, which is amazing. It's important for me to be able to offer that to other people and do it well, because my life has been transformed by that, and I need to be able to do that for other people. Also, I support just like more generally schools. I focus a lot on schools in Oregon just because that's important to me, but schools across the region, just offering them skills and support and feedback on whatever they need, and connecting all these schools together so they can communicate and share ideas and like support each other, because this work is really hard, and sometimes you get really sad or upset or depressed, and like having other people is really important. And then also, one of the trainings I went to this summer helped me become one of the I don't want to toot my own horn, this sounds really conceited. Okay, maybe not factually true, but this is how I feel. One of the top 35-ish organizers to train other people about divestment specifically. With more time to organize, I'm going to be putting together more trainings that I already have from scratch to train people on the skills that I know they need, because I'm talking to them and I'm like, oh, you could really use this skill, and then training people via web chat, which is what we do a lot, or actually going to campuses, which is a dream that we all have, because it's so cool when someone shows up and you get together in a room, and it's just a much more transformative experience than this, And the last thing that I haven't even had time to try to do is storytelling and media. There are amazing things happening, and you don't even know about it because there's no one to tell that story, and that sucks because it's so cool. I want to go around and interview and video these people doing such cool stuff and show them to you, because they're so cool. I'm not the only cool person here. There are amazing people out there that I'm working with, and so I want to show you those people, and we want to do written interviews, and we want to share the stories in a way that's engaging to the world, because some things are just not interesting, That's kind of a rough overview of the big things that I'll be focusing on. I need your help to make that happen for 2 reasons. One is because I have to pay bills. I need to have a job. And so, that would be cool. And since we're organizers and we're, this grassroots organization, the money doesn't come from, thin air. It comes from, human beings. And there's an important reason that it's coming from you, and that I'm asking you specifically. And it's not just because I know you, but it's because, I know you. In my organizing and eventually becoming governor, I don't just want to push my agenda, because I'm fully aware that I don't have all the answers. Otherwise I wouldn't have to go to trainings. And because I know you, I want to make sure that your voices are heard in the decisions that I'm making, that in the better world that I'm making, your ideas are there, that your cool ideas or your cares, or if you're facing some sort of oppression that I might not be feeling, that I'm tuned into that. I'm asking you to donate money to help me have a job as an organizer to fight for the better world that we all want. Because I don't expect everybody to know all the skills that I know. That's why we have organizers, and not everybody is one, because it's really hard, and we still need people to do all the jobs that you're all doing that I really appreciate and really want in the better world. That's what's up. That's why I'm asking you for money. So here's how you can help me. You can go to studentsdivest.nationbuilder.com/JP Northwest. JP is Jesse Pettibone, Northwest is where I'm at. And donate money. You can also learn a little bit more about everything I just said in a written format really nicely there. And donate. It's just like Kickstarter. And that money will go to my stipend so that I can have a job. So there's that. I'm also probably going to be reaching out to a bunch of you individually and calling you. I have a list that I've been putting together as part of my plan. There's 50 of you, and I'm coming for you. Hashtag coming for you. I'm terrified every single time. And then I feel good after the call, because whether or not people donate money, it still makes me feel good to be able to talk about what I'm doing with people. And don't feel bad if you can't donate that much. $5 is still $5 more than I had before. And if you have any questions, you can hit me up on like any form of social media. You can like tweet at me if you want. You can Instagram direct message me. It's probably easier just to like either Facebook message me or go to my website and message me there, because that's a thing that you can do. Yeah, that's what I suggest. I'll probably do a frequently asked questions eventually, because I'm sure there will be questions that will be asked frequently, and I may as well just like answer them once, you know? Thank you in advance. I'll probably talk to a bunch of you soon. Stay tuned for more videos explaining more of like behind the scenes, what brought me here and what the future's looking like. And you don't think that me not wearing a shirt is foolish, because in the better world that I'm fighting for, we don't shame bodies, because guess what? Everybody has one.